Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. And here are my predictions for tomorrow's championship matches, the final day of the season. Of course, everything's now been sorted out. Burnley and Sheffield United have been promoted, and Wigan, Blackpool and Reading have been relegated. All that's left now is the playoff places. Any team from the top 10 could finish in the playoff places, the way the tables are showing. So it's going to make for an exciting final day. Well, here we go then, for the final time this season. Birmingham City versus Sheffield United. Birmingham have won 14 and lost 20. Sheffield Wednesday have won 27 and lost 11. Of course, Sheffield United haven't got anything to play for now. Now they've been promoted, so I'm going to go for Birmingham to win. Birmingham 1, Sheffield United 0. Burnley versus Cardiff. Of course, Burnley have been promoted and are champions of the championship. And Cardiff City, they've just avoided relegation. Burnley have won 28, lost 3. Cardiff have won 13 and lost 22. This one I'm going to go for a draw. Burnley 1, Cardiff 1. Huddersfield versus Reading. Well, Huddersfield are staying up for another season. Neil Warnock has worked his magic to keep them up, and of course Reading have been relegated. Huddersfield have won 13 and lost 21. Reading, they've won 13 and also lost 21. Of course, what's sent Reading down is they've had a point deduction. This one I'm going to go for Huddersfield. Huddersfield 2, Reading 0. Luton Town versus Hull City. Well, Luton are third at the moment, and of course they'll want to win tomorrow to make sure they finish in the playoff places. And Hull, looks like they're going to finish 14th. Luton have won 21 and lost 8. Hull won 14 and lost 16. This one I'm going to go for Luton. A Luton win. Luton 3, Hull 0. Middlesbrough versus Coventry City. Well, Middlesbrough are 4th and Coventry are 5th. It looks like Coventry are going to finish the season in the playoff places. I did predict them at the start of the season to be one of the teams to be relegated, but Coventry have had a great season. Middlesbrough have won 22 and lost 15. Coventry have won 18 and lost 12. This one I'm going to go for Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 2. Coventry to win 2-1. Millwall versus Blackburn Rovers. Millwall are 6th and Blackburn are 9th. Millwall have won 19, lost 15. Blackburn Rovers have won 19 and lost 17. Like I said, I mean, Blackburn are 9th. They could considerably finish in the playoff places, but I don't think they will. This one I'm going to go for a draw, I think. Millwall 0, Blackburn 0. Norwich versus Blackpool. Well, Norwich have got no chance of finishing in the playoff places. They're 12th. Of course, Blackpool have been relegated. Norwich have won 17, lost 17. Blackpool have won 10, lost 24. And this one I'm going to go for Norwich to win. I think Norwich will finish the season by beating Blackpool by a big score. I think I'm going to go for Norwich 4, Blackpool 0. Preston North End versus Sunderland. Preston are 11th and Sunderland are 7th. I mean, Sunderland are another team who could get into the playoffs if both Millwall and especially Millwall, if Millwall lose and Sunderland win. But I don't know what the goal difference is. I think Millwall's goal difference is more superior to Sunderland's. Anyway, Preston have won 17 and lost 16. Sunderland have won 17 and lost 13. This one I think I'm going to go for Preston 2, Sunderland 3. I think this one will be a high scoring game to end the season with. Queen's Park Rangers versus Bristol City. Queen's Park Rangers. Queen's Park Rangers 20th and Bristol City 15th. And everybody at the start of the season thought that Queen's Park Rangers would finish in the playoff places, but it's not to be. And I think Bristol City will probably finish 15th. Queen's Park Rangers have won 13, lost 21. Whereas Bristol City, they've won 14 and lost 17. I don't expect there'll be many goals in this match. Although saying that, you never know. I'm going to go for Queen's Park Rangers 1, Bristol City 2. Bristol City to finish the season with a win. Swansea versus West Bromwich Albion. Swansea, of course, are 10th and Albion are 8th. Albion are another team that could sneak into the playoff places if Sunderland and Millwall both lose. Or I can't really see Swansea doing it. They're 10th and Albion are 8th. I think it's a bit too much asking for Millwall. I can't see Millwall losing. I think Millwall will finish where they are in the playoff places. Swansea have won 17, lost 16. Albion have won 18 and lost 15. This one I'm going to go for Swansea. Swansea 2, Albion 0. Watford versus Stoke City. Well, of course, Watford are 13th and Stoke are 16th. Watford have won 15, lost 15. Stoke have won 14 and lost 20. This one I'm going to go for Watford 2, Stoke 2. And finally, Wigan versus Rotherham. Of course, Wigan have been relegated, so they haven't got much to play for. And Rotherham, Rotherham at 21st. And Wigan, you can see why Wigan have been relegated. They've only won 10, lost 21. Rotherham have won 11 and lost 18. I think this one will be a goalless draw, I think, to end the season with Wigan 0, Rotherham 0. Well, that's the end of my predictions for the Championship for this season. Whoever you support, whether you support the Championship team you support, have a great pre-season, and we'll do it all again next season.